One of the first rules of flying is to avoid thunderstorms.
But that's an important part of research to predict violent storms. Tonight, senior reporter George Tomic and photographer Tony Stizza show us how often science flies perilously close to Mother Nature to better understand it.
They look beautiful because these clouds are beautiful from a distance. The evening spring sky in Oklahoma is often painted with this boiling scene. Violent storms which attract the world's top storm chasers.
They got some severe weather stuff out right here, I guess near Altus.
In this case, their giant laboratory is the sky.
We got 6 hours of fuel on a plane and they're shooting for 19. So.
Their ticket to get there? This Lockheed P-3 Orion, her call sign, NOAA 4-3. Most pilots try to steer clear of thunderstorms.
I am depicting solid precipitation extending from the South Florida Ranches all the way up to Wichita.
But between now and the middle of June, every chance they get, these scientists shadow them.
Everyone we sample is kind of a new kind of animal, and we're taking one little step at a time, trying to understand how these things form, develop, and maintain themselves. The basic line is always to improve weather forecasting.
They've got a storm over Will Rogers now with a real good microburst or downburst.
On this stormy evening, flying along a squall line, measuring its makeup of ice crystals and raindrops with an airborne Doppler radar.
Tracking 180 on the bar.
One of several different segments of the overall project.
Most of the rain that we get, or a large percentage, about 40% of the rain that we get in this area of the country comes from systems like this. And we don't really know that much about them as far as the forecasting goes.
They do know these systems can generate unusual static electrical displays. It's called St. Elmo's fire, enveloping the P-3's cockpit windscreen.
NOAA 4-3, Roger. Contact Oklahoma City approach 126.65.
Finally, after 3 hours in the air, the group calls it quits for the night. Like any other research, answers could come quickly, or it might take years. For the crew of NOAA 4-3, that break might be during the next flight, when the research team again looks skyward, while the rest of us head for cover. George Tomic, News Team 4.
And that P-3 that patrols the storms over Oklahoma also flies into the eyes of hurricanes. The crew told us they would rather tackle a hurricane than a tornado any day.
And tonight's severe weather being blamed for at least one serious accident.